everyone. This is Carl Taylor again with Midwest Athletics. I hope everyone's having a good night. Tonight, we are interviewing 24 Grand Rapids Catholic Central, Connor Wolf. Connor, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Connor, so I know you for the last couple of years. You came to one of our showcases that we had in the spring of 2021 that we held, and you've also come to the Hillsdale College Showcase. But for those who don't know you, tell the audience who you are and what you're all about.
So I'm the 6'2", 185 quarterback from Catholic Central, like you said. I would just say, like, I just love football, so that's kind of just the main thing about me. So yeah, that's really it.
What is your GPA at the school?
Right now I have, I think, a 3.65 over my 3 bar.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. I know some of the Catholic schools growing up, and with my boys with the Catholic school, they're very challenging. So having that type of GPA is definitely rewarding and can get you pretty much in every school out there. How long have you been playing football?
I started playing tackle football when I was in second grade. But even before then, I played flag and all that stuff before then. So pretty much just my whole life, I've been playing football. My dad played quarterback at Catholic Central. My brother played football, so it's just kind of a family thing. So yeah, I've just been playing for as long as I can remember, really.
Did you always want to play quarterback?
Yeah. I mean, my dad played quarterback, and I always thought the quarterback was the coolest guy on the field. So that's kind of why I played. But yeah, I played like left guard in like second grade, but then ever since then, I pretty much played quarterback for every team I've been on. So.
That's funny because it sounds like a lot of my friends, and I did too, you first start playing, and next thing you know, they put you on the line. I was weighing probably less than 100 pounds, and I was playing D tackle and nose guard, as well as the left tackle and guard in a youth program in Kentwood. So I went to East Kentwood High School. And long story short, that was only 1 year I played that position. After that, it was running back. So I can understand your position of starting off playing in the little line, but then quickly navigated to the quarterback spot.
Yeah.
Last season was your first season as the varsity starter. You were the backup as a sophomore to a great quarterback who's now at Michigan State. But you took the team deep in the playoffs and went with a 12-2 record. I thought that was very impressive. How did you feel about the season, last season that you guys played?
I felt like we had a lot of guys who didn't have that much experience, coming into this year. So we lost a lot of seniors from the year before, but I felt that like we really stepped up and we played some pretty good football towards the end. Obviously, we didn't end the way we wanted to, but that just kind of gives us the motivation that we need for next year. We got a good group of guys coming back and some really talented young guys to step up. But I think just the main thing was how like we came together and we like showed what our program is about. Just playing tough, stuff like that throughout the whole last year.
What did you learn about yourself last season?
I would say I learned that nothing's easy, right? Especially like the teams that we play some really good teams. South Christian. Everything that we have, you got to work for. Nothing's gonna be given to you. I think that especially from like the coaches that we have, make sure it's like a point of emphasis every single week. Like we got to work for what we got to earn it pretty much. So I would say that kind of changed from my sophomore year to this year. It's the whole mentality.
The mentality that you had. What do you think? On the outlook of this season, you got a lot of returners. You played at Michigan Stadium last year. How was that playing there at U of M?
It's weird because like there's just one side of the stadium's filled up and then the rest of it's just empty. So it's definitely a different experience from playing, like at our home field and having the stands packed on both sides. But I would say it's definitely cool playing at a place like that. Obviously, the tradition, Michigan, big program there. I would just say it's kind of like a different kind of sort of like.
Okay. I watched your film and watched you since your freshman year and watched what you performed last year. To me, you got great touch and field awareness. how you were throwing the ball on the back shoulder fade, as they call it today, to receivers. You put it in the area where they can actually catch it, and in tight situation as well. How did you learn that skill set? Is that what you're doing during your off season? What makes you that great thrower and have that great field awareness?
Um, well, obviously, like off season, we work on that stuff. I work on it with Coach Colster and the other quarterbacks in our program. But just like a main thing is like practice. The way we practice is I feel like it's different from everybody else in the state. We do a lot of like game time situation stuff in practice that kind of really prepares me for the throws I'm gonna have to make in a game, decisions I'm gonna have to make in a game. So I feel like that's probably the biggest contributor to what you see on Friday nights.
Yeah, practice does make perfect. I mean, that's a simple phrase that's been said for many, many years. But working with your coaches, your teammates, that actually is going to push you and make you better. I've seen it from myself and my kids and others. When they do practice with each other, it pushes them and it basically improves how they are on Friday nights. You talk about the coaches at CC. How is it playing? For CC, growing up at Kentwood, we always looked up to CC, even though we were a big school. CC was a private school, and we always envy them. However, it seems like a great program. From what I could tell from the coaching staff. How do you feel about playing for CC?
A big thing that we always talk about at Catholic is the tradition. This we're gonna have coming this next year is the 113th team to play for Catholic Central. So we carry that with a lot of honor, and we try and represent that as best we can. So I feel like that kind of sets us apart. Is we've always had like a winning tradition, and we just try and outwork everybody, out prepare everybody, so that we can get to a place where we can win the game on Friday. Because I feel like that's the main thing that like holds a place in my heart is just the tradition and how many people I know that have played Catholic Central football. It's a pretty special thing.
Yeah, and Coach Colster is a great guy, and he has a lot of history, coaching at other programs like in college level. I believe he coached at Grand Valley, and he's bringing that, mantra to you guys. As you're going through your process and played, footballs that you said in the youth program all the way up now, who has been your mentor through this process, from your youth to high school and guide you believe that, help you through this path?
I would say obviously like my dad, growing up, he coached some of my youth teams when I was seventh, eighth grade. He played quarterback in the eighth Catholic. So obviously he's been a big role model, kind of showing me like what it takes to get to the level that I'm at. But even more like when I got to Catholic, it was like the quarterbacks that we had around, like in that room. We had a bunch of really talented guys who like knew how to do things the right way. So that helped me a lot. And then obviously just Coach Colster, he's just a huge role model for me. Just shows you like what work ethic can get you. Yeah.
Great. That's, a lot of parents, I'm hearing from athletes that their parents have really been there for them. And that's great because, it does, help that a parent knows what you're going through. I talked to one of the athletes in your class the other day, Winovich, and he was talking about how his dad has helped them through his process as well. And knowing that, Connor, you want to get recruited, you have schools recruiting you at this point in time. Do you have any plans to travel, to go see some junior days? Saw you at the University of Miami. Any other trips you have planned coming up?
Yeah. So me and my dad, we're planning on going out east, Philadelphia. We're gonna go to Villanova, and then Penn as well.
Awesome.
And then I think also I'm going to Eastern Illinois coming up in a couple weeks here. So
Awesome.
all over the place, but yeah, just trying to go to as many places as I can, see everybody.
Well, you can tell Coach Joe Davis down there at Eastern Illinois, we say hello. We met him a few years back when he was recruiting an athlete that I know really well. So, and he's a great guy, and he's a Michigan guy as well. Villanova is a very nice campus, as well as Penn and Princeton out there. If you happen to hit Philadelphia and Lafayette as well, so has a beautiful campus as well. I always ask recruits, that are some fun questions to kind of, so recruiters and everyone can get a kind of know you. What movie character would describe you the best, of a person like yourself, playing quarterback?
I've always been like a big Marvel fan. So I would say I like Captain America the most because I feel like he's a good leader.
Yep.
And he's cool. He's a cool guy. So I feel like that kind of hopefully represents me a little bit.
Yeah, I can see a lot of quarterbacks saying either Captain America or Tony Stark, because they're kind of the leader of the Marvels, right? Right.
Yeah.
So the Avenger pack. So I definitely see that. Do you have any favorite QBs that you like watching in the NFL or college today?
I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow. I like watching him play. So I feel like he's kind of like the underdog of like the new quarterbacks now because you got like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. But I feel like Joe Burrow, he's kind of got like just kind of this outwork attitude to him, and I really like that. I think he's really fun to watch.
He's got that swag, and I'm actually going to LSU next week to visit Coach Kelly and a few other people that I met through some coaches. Well, as we end this interview with you today, and I appreciate you being a part of us getting to know you and others to get to know you as well. What should colleges know about you as they start looking at their board for quarterbacks for the 2024 class? What should they think, and what do you want to leave them with?
I would just say that the impression I try and leave is that I'm going to be the hardest worker that they'll find. I'll do the little things right, and that's just kind of what I build my football game off of is working hard and doing the little things so that you can do the harder things correctly. And that's kind of my mentality in football, but just in everything that I do, really.
Awesome. Well, I can see the graph or the growth that you've had throughout your freshman year, all the way to your, going out, you're going to be in the fall and your senior high. And it's just excellent, from people that I hear from. They really like how you can, like I said, throw the rock, run it. Some people don't know that you can actually run the ball as well, very well. And just your field awareness and that general on the field is extremely well. So I really appreciate the time, Connor. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next couple of months as you start hitting the shows for camps during the summer, as well as seeing in the fall for playing against whomever in the fall during the regular season. So thank you once again, and God bless.
Thank you.